Welcome to RANsquawk's morning briefing for Wednesday the 20th of January 2010. Just in terms of some major moves this morning, there has been a gain in T-notes overnight, right up around 8 ticks, which led to a sharply higher open in Bund futures. Much of that lift was being attributed to the fact that Scott Brown in the US did win that Massachusetts Senate seat, and therefore could put a bit of a damper in terms of Obama looking to pass that healthcare bill. The knock-on effect of that result could be then of less issuance if that bill does not get passed or is delayed, in fact, and that has given T-notes a bit of a rise, and that has put the dollar index also trading higher, up around 0.5%. That in turn has weighed on commodities across the board. WTI crude futures in the March contract, that is down as well, around $1 for the session, and spot gold has also traded down around 0.8% this morning. So basic materials have weighed on the UK and European bourses, which trade in negative territory around 0.5%. In terms of other notable news coming out of China overnight, the Shanghai Composite closed down around 3%. Nikkei also closed lower at 0.8%. That's also prompted a bit of weakness in the European equities. Weakness though in China coming down to the actual lending within the country. Domestically, the Chinese Central Bank have come out and said that they've stopped banks from providing any more lending of loans for the rest of January, as after sources said that the amount of loans they have issued thus far has already equalled around 1.1 trillion yuan in the first few weeks. Looking in terms of other news flow, it's all been on economic data out of the UK. We've seen the Bank of England minutes pretty much as expected, unanimous in both to keep the rate unchanged and the QE on hold at 200 billion. Looks as though they'll wait until February when they have the latest inflation quarterly report for the Bank of England in terms of the future of that QE programme. However, one of the focus points there was the claims change, which did come out a lot lower than expected, so less people claiming in Britain. The ILO unemployment rate also was the lowest in around 18 months, coming in at 7.8%, below the 8% did at the time give sterling a bit of a lift and put a bit of weight into gilt futures. Looking ahead then towards the US session, another busy day for US corporate earnings. The banking stocks really get underway today. We'll be looking out for likes of Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, Bank of New York Mellon, US Bancorp, just to name a few. They're all due to kick off the next hour or so and will likely drive direction ahead of the open on Wall Street later today. In terms of actual economic data from the US, got a few things to look out for. We'll have the PPI and housing starts and building permits. And then given the holiday today, or on Monday in the US, we'll have the API, all inventory numbers after the pit close today.